the gang is headed to Texas, and what exactly are Grace and Noah doing? Will and Grace After Show, stay tuned.
You're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
Hello, welcome back, Will and Grace fans. This is AfterBuzz TV, and we are so excited to talk about today's episode, Season 10, Episode 3, Tex in the City. I'm Louisa Shar, and I'm joined by the beautiful...
Hey guys, my name is Maite Korea. We have our live chat up, so if you guys want to chime in, let us know your thoughts. Go on right now. Log on.
Yeah. And before we dig in, I just want to say we have some fun news and gossip for you and a very special segment. And let's just start, first of all, overall thoughts about this episode.
Oh my god, very sexual episode,
right?
To be honest with you.
Heavy.
It was heavy. It was, yeah. And then it also talked on the political scandal that we're going through right now.
Yeah,
So, and right. And then it also talked about homophobia, and it was a lot for 30 minutes, but they were able to put it all together, which I liked.
That's what I like. They just drop all these bombs, and then we're just left to just figure it out on our own, but now we have all of you. So let's first of all talk about the Texas trip and how they went just to support a fun little recital, but it ended up being something so important for Will as well, not only for Jack, but for Will to kind of live a childhood dream and have his little moment. So what was your thoughts on that?
I thought it was really nice to see, and I like how open that they were about that whole situation. And it's crazy because the way that they talk about their story, it's like how it was back in their time, and now since times have changed, like it's totally different now for
the gay community.
Yes.
Yeah. And that's the thing with Jack being scared of Texas, coining the phrase Texaphobic, which is genius.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think it was his fear for his grandson to be shamed, when he came up to him and said, I'm going to sing that famous song, Diamonds Are a Girl's Best Friend.
Oh my God.
He said, no. Yeah. And then Will's like, no, let him live his truth. Look what we went through, right?
Right. And that was a powerful moment too for Will. Yeah. Because the fact that he can be so open and encouraging and be there for everyone, it's pretty powerful.
Because he didn't have anyone, and he kind of he said that.
And it was so sad too, because he talked about his story about when he was coming out and how he wanted to perform in this talent show, and his mom was like, no, you can't, basically. And
he basically said, Jack, why are you going to let your grandson hide in that little box? If he wants to sing that song, let him wing it, let him do it, let him open up to it. And then Texas actually ended up kind of accepting that song and that recital, right? They were all shocked.
Yeah, it was shocking. It was even shocking for me because Texas, to me, it's a red state, so they're not as accepting of the gay community, but then we got to see a different side as okay, no, Texas is open to the gay community, and they're open to accepting pretty much anyone.
Yeah, well, let's hope, because so much of the world still has to change for that matter, right? And even though it's just a small part of the episode, we still see the fear for someone to be afraid if a family member is gay or is going to be gay, But speaking of Texas and being a red state, I mean, Karen and supporting the wall.
God.
What did you think about that?
Oh my God. Okay, I don't know about you, but that whole situation. Okay, first off, she looked so hot in that cat suit. Yeah. I was like, yo, Karen. I mean, she needs to wear that every single episode. She needs to wear that when she goes home to the grocery store, everywhere.
Her waist, her cleavage, everything,
it's
Karen.
Perfection.
And riding that motorcycle.
And did you see how she hopped on the motorcycle and she was like, oh, I'm a bad bee and I'm going to ride it till the very end?
Coming around the mountain when she came.
Don't say that because that's my favorite quote.
I know. We'll keep that for our special segment.
But yeah, that was part of the sexual tension that I was talking about and her. But I think it was really interesting because we kind of saw a different side of her, which is crazy because the last few episodes we've seen a softer side And this episode we saw them too.
And that's what me and, Crystal, our other co-host, which she'll join us next week.
Yeah.
We mentioned how Karen is slowly opening up and having a change of heart on some things. And that's what I think happened with the wall too. She comes in saying, I want to keep people out and all of these things, and then ends up going to prison. Along the way, we see Beverly, coming in and him being the main supporter. Yeah. But I think when she meets that Mexican jail cell member, she just starts to talk to her, and she talks about Rosario.
I know. So she brought up El Salvador. So my mom's Salvadorian. I was like, does she not know where El Salvador is? But she brought up Rosario there, and it was a touching moment for her. And I think it made her reflect the importance that Rosario played in her life and how much she misses her, and that gave a different perspective to herself.
That's what's most important, though, because once you make something personal, your whole mindset changes. Yeah. Because she's out here just preaching about the wall and everything, and so is Beverly, and which is hilarious, by the way. I love his character. Yeah. He can say one word and turn it into something, amazing.
It's like I was cracking up the entire, just by looking at him. I was dying of laughter.
Toy Story moments. Yes. It's just hilarious. I mean, the writing is just incredible. But to talk about the jail scene, I think that's what really connected with Karen, that said, hey, you know what if Rosario never escaped and came to me? Who's going to get me through my years, right?
Because Rosario played a major part in her life. Yeah. Through the good, the bad, and the ugly, and Rosario always kind of pretty much set her straight.
and that's the thing. Well, she realizes and gives her the diamond bracelet, right? And said, save yourself, get out from here and find your family, And I think that's just so beautiful to see Karen changing, right?
Yeah. It's like an evolution. You know? It's like first episode, second, and then it just keeps getting better and better with her character.
And the whole scene with just her and Beverly, the unsaid words, like all the small little things, like just the writing is just brilliant.
It's impeccable, actually.
So good. But before we dabble on to our next topic, Maita has something to share.
I do. Hey, AfterBuzzers. So our network produces after shows for pretty much every show that you watch. All of your favorite TV shows, from dramas, reality TV, sci-fi, and more. There really is no other network that works harder to serve television fans, right, Louisa?
Yep.
No other network.
No other.
But, of course, as always, we need your help. We're asking that you please subscribe to one or more of our YouTube channels. It's really easy. All you have to do is click subscribe. By subscribing to our channel, YouTube will suggest content that's tailor-made for you, and you'll help AfterBuzz continue to grow. And if you're worried about those pesky notifications, because I sometimes am, well, don't be, because they are optional. So hit that subscribe button now for this channel, and check out our other AfterBuzz channels, YouTube as well. Let us know you did in the comments, and guess what? We will thank you on air next week, right? We'll thank them. For now, thanks for being the best fans and helping us be the ESPN of TV talk.
Yay! Thanks, Maite. And thank you so much for tuning in. Subscribe everywhere. We are now on iTunes, on Spotify. We were on iTunes. Yeah. YouTube, subscribe. It's like a buffet. I always say it. There's shows for everyone. So now let's talk about probably the favorite part of the episode.
God, yes.
So the sexual tension between Grace and Noah, and why they can't seem to have sex. Like, what's happening? Like, what? Like, have you been there before? Like, what is this?
Yes, girl.
Give it to me. What's happening?
Actually, it's. I think they're so much alike that they probably are at it with each other and in discussion, and they're so involved that they kind of forgot about the whole sex talk. I mean, not the sex talk, but like being intimate. But then again, I don't get it.
You know why? Because when you're so alike, you're kind of like friends in a way, and that takes the opposites attract out of everything. There has to be some sort of mystery. Like, think about it. They started kind of messing around, and then, when he brings the sandwich over, and then who does that? Like, you're making out with someone, and then you say, I hooked up with the sandwich boy. No.
But who cares? Like, who cares if she did?
Really?
No, you're right. Actually, he had every right to kind of be like, okay, no, I shouldn't. Like, this is just too much. Especially because he has a connection with that. He's like, that's my guy. Like, there's like a certain person. I have a favorite burger spot, and it's like, it would be crazy for me if I were to hook up with a guy and be like, oh yeah, that girl does like my burgers and stuff. I'd be like, you know her? Like, you're bringing someone else into the picture.
You know, but Grace said something else that I totally connect with, and as a woman, I want to know if you do too. You have to be in that certain mindset. That's how women are made up. You can't just open a door and be like, okay, let's get to it. Because that's what he did. He came over and he's like, let's do it. She's like, I'm in my pajamas. Look at me.
And it's their first time doing it.
No.
No. It's like, you don't do that.
Yeah.
You're always planned.
Yeah.
I like to be planned and be like, okay, this is when,
Yeah, I mean, in the chat room, if you guys have ways and if you have any comments about this, let us know. I want to know. But I think he was also rushing a bit too, like asking to kind of go on the balcony and everything like that.
I think he was being like a little adventurous and
yeah,
it's just but that's his style. That's who he is.
Kind of like a nerd.
Yeah, like he's just very straightforward.
Yeah.
Him and Grace are so similar. It's crazy. I feel like I'm watching Grace in male form.
Really?
Yeah.
You really feel that? I don't see that.
Yeah.
I just feel like he's a guy who really likes her and he can't really communicate that to her. I don't know why I'm feeling that. Is that weird?
Yeah, I think this episode was set the stone a little bit. I wish we would have seen more of their connection before they hooked up.
Well, we didn't even know they were actually dating. So this, and and we'll talk about that more when we talk about the news and all that. But like, we didn't know they were actually an item. It was something I would have wanted the writers to kind of lead us to.
Right. Because all of a sudden we jumped into them being intimate. So we're like, wait, are they in a relationship or are they just friends with benefits?
That's what we thought, or we thought like, they might go, on a dry spell, but you would have to have sex and then stop, right?
Yeah, to have that dry spell with that person.
Exactly.
Yeah. And then they're saying that the window is closing, right?
Yeah.
What does that mean? Does it mean like, okay, does it mean like you've been dating someone? And let us know, too, in the comment section what your perspective of the window is closing means.
Yeah.
So does that mean that like I guess you're dating someone for a certain period of time and then you have to hook up with them during that period of time?
I think that just is the sign if you're really into something. For example, like into someone, I mean. If you're dating someone and it's the third date and you guys still haven't kissed, okay, she's not into you or she just wants food. Like, she just wants dinner or like something's off, right?
She just likes your company and the food.
Yeah. Like, so, but if you don't want to like, have a nice session with your person on the second date, that means the window's closing, as in we're not really compatible in that way. What's that thing in the middle?
Yeah, it's that sexual tension. Yep.
Like,
you need, I always say you need that chemistry.
Yeah,
in every
like the
relationship.
elephant in the room. But you know what? We hope Grace and Noah get it on. Hopefully.
They did, clearly.
Yeah, they did, but I don't know. He did kind of walk into the room, so I'm hoping.
I think
we hear about next
think
episode.
So. I love I love what she said, what they were saying to each other in the sofa. And she was like, well, the 20s are the time for you to just kind of do whatever you want to do. Right? And then your 30s and your 40s, you're pretty much set.
It's like, let me show you what I can do in my 30s.
You
know what I mean? He's like, you do everything?
Yeah. So that conversation between them two, great, amazing. Even for the writers to include that, it's just...
Oh, this season just incredible. I think the best yet. But, let's talk about some fun... No, our special segment. Yeah, our special segment. So this is where we basically pick our favorite line from the episode. We always try to like make it minimal. And if you guys have any special lines or quotes, please comment below and we will shout you out and let them know as well. So, Maite, what was your favorite line from the episode or your favorite quote?
I think...
so many.
Oh, yeah. I think it was definitely... Oh, my gosh. I have two that I can't make up my mind.
Just say it.
Okay. I think when Karen said, this girl came around the mountain when she ... came. That was my favorite line because the way that she said it and the moment was perfect.
Incredible, right?
Yeah, I mean, that made me crack up.
I think it's funny because it's such simple wording. It's that wordplay that we love about the writers, right?
It's like undercover. They say it, but we know what you mean.
And you to like understand it, you know? Okay, what was your other one? You had another one.
The other one that I was gonna say, well, I think it was Grandpa Jack. Oh, no. This was also Karen. Pick up the carpet, renovate the walls, and let him in.
That was mine. That was amazing.
That was a good one.
Regarding Noah and Grace,
Yes.
like, hurry up already.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God, that was brilliant.
That was one of my favorites. That was very early on in the episode.
Oh my God. Okay, I think mine has to be right from the beginning, when Karen and Jack go to their apartment to just mention about Texas and stuff like that, and then Will goes, real homo and high by noon.
Oh, yeah.
Like, brilliant. And it's brilliant because I think, again, the simplicity of the wording, right? How no one would probably think of that.
Yeah.
And here it is, cracking everyone up.
Yeah, I don't know how they don't, when they say their lines, that they don't crack up themselves.
So
It's like they hold it together so well.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we're going to talk about some fun news and gossip that we have on the show. So let's start from the gossip, Maite. Some fun news.
All right. Well, there was an interview. I think it was between Sean Hayes,
yeah,
yes.
Jack.
So it was between Jack, and he says that there are some special people who are coming in this season that he can tease about. He says that Jack's engagement to Estefan is going to get either great or horrible. So it could be 0 to 100 real quick. We don't know. So it could go one way or the other. I'm hoping it's great.
I know.
He says it's going to be a great storytelling. He also revealed 2 dream guest stars of his that he'd love to have on the show one day. And it's definitely Oscar Queen Meryl Streep. Okay. He says because it would just be really cool to act with her in something. And another action star is Dwayne Johnson, which he said would be really unexpected. I agree. But
Having The Rock.
I don't know what he would play.
That's like maybe... something
like Grace's
interest,
second love interest, maybe?
Or just something. I think in the whole community. Think about it. That's why he said it'll be so random and new. Like if he were to come,
he said it would be unexpected. Yeah. So he also says that the show. That it was renewed for 2 additional seasons.
Yay,
So
amazing.
So what do you think? What do you think would be a great guest to have on that
show? I would love to have someone like so out of their realm and unexpected. Someone like mafia-ish, like mobster.
Oh.
Maybe like Paul Sorvino.
Ooh.
Yeah, my favorite from Goodfellas. Yeah. Someone like that, like a fun twist.
Yeah.
Not like some kind of pop singing celebrity. Or how about you?
I think I'd want to see Sofia Vergara.
Yeah.
Just because she would bring that like some flavor, and I think they would have so much fun with her.
Latina sass.
Yeah. I just think they'd have a lot of fun.
Awesome.
Maybe
amazing.
her and Karen can do something fun.
Maybe. That'll be awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, so moving on to some news I want to share. So yesterday I had the chance to interview Janae Marie Kroc, and she is a transgender woman, and she has a story coming out about her life, about her life as a father of 3 children and all of that. And we do have a picture of the documentary right here. It's called Transformer, and it's out tomorrow. And she was such an amazing person. We talked about her journey and her surgery that she had to get about her voice. That's me right there, and her yesterday. We were matching. Is that
I know.
Right?
That's what I was saying when you posted twinsies.
Yeah. And I think it's just so beautiful to live your truth, and I think that's such an important message that she's just giving all over to the LGBTQ community. And on the show, we always try to highlight some kind of news from the LGBTQ community. And I think this was so perfect to share with all of you. And you guys can follow her on Janae Marie Kroc. And again, her documentary called Transformer will be out online on Friday and in theaters.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, you can check it out. Any of our followers who have questions about her journey or is going through anything, definitely you can reach out to her, and she'll be a nice sense of support.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And if they follow you, you also tagged her so they can reach her.
Absolutely.
Instagram.
And you can watch my interview and all of that. I think she's such a great person. So.
Are you in this documentary interviewing her, or is it?
No. Just I'm not in the documentary. I'm just interviewing her about the documentary just for promo purposes.
Oh my God! How exciting!
Thank you. you.
Yeah, you guys be sure to check it out. I'm definitely going to check it out. It seems like a very interesting story.
Absolutely. Yeah. On this show, again, we really want to spread love to anyone, and any news that even our chat members can have, type up, let us know, and we'll share it. Yeah, for sure. Okay, so I think now we can talk about some predictions.
And now,
oh man,
I have some good ones.
You do?
I don't know. I just
Okay.
What do you think?
I think that Grace and Noah are just gonna hit it off, and he's gonna be a permanent member of the clique.
Okay.
That's a big statement to make, incorporating somebody else. I really hope they don't break up or anything.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's one of my predictions. Okay, let's hear yours. I feel
Awesome.
like yours are gonna be better than mine.
Well, I'm actually heavy on Karen now. I think
Okay.
she's going to have a change of heart on a lot of things, even her political views. I think this moment with the jail cell member really touched her soul and reminded her of Rosario and how mean Karen can really be.
Yeah.
And being so ruthless at times. I think she's going to probably end up supporting a lot of people now, and her roles are going to change. She's going to stop supporting that wall, and she's probably going to help a lot of families struggling. I think that's kind of what I see with Karen. Yeah, so I kind of see that. I also still want her to have a love life, with Malcolm and all of that. And Grace and Noah, definitely, I would love to see that getting hot and heavy and being like a boyfriend, not just a friends with benefits,
Yeah.
Yeah, and then, with Jack, well, we know he's going to get engaged, so we don't exactly know what's going to happen yet. And then with Will, I want to see the teaching side of him.
I want to see more of Will.
Yeah.
That's what I definitely do want to see.
Yeah.
Because I think last episode we got to see him being a teacher. That was the only time we've been able to see that. But, that
More
Bohemian Rhapsody, how he came out at the end.
Brilliant.
Yeah, I was like, it was expected.
And that was something that he was dying to do for so many years.
Yeah.
And Will has been a bit MIA this episode, so we're hoping he kind of has that comeback.
Yeah.
And does things that he probably has so much stuff to do on his, child list of
He's been a
bucket lists.
supportive friend through these past few episodes
Yeah.
since the season has started. So he's been very supportive and being there for his friends.
So now it's just time for Will.
Right.
To just get his life together again, get over this little depression hump, Awesome.
Yay!
Well, okay, so where can everyone find you in the meantime, Maite?
Hey guys, my name is Maite Creo. You can find me everywhere at This Is Maite. You can find me Monday nights, Real Housewives of OC, and then right after this, Shaws of Sunset. We have Shervin coming in tonight, so be sure to check that out.
Awesome, and I'm Louisa Shar. You can find me on Instagram and Twitter at Louisa Shar, and you can also catch me on The Deuce After Show Monday nights at 9 p.m. And next week will be a full panel. Crystal will join us.
Yay!
We're so excited. And until then, we'll see you next week. Bye.
Our founder, Keven Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.